Christian, just your first interception as a Duck. Just what did you see on that play, and what was the feeling afterwards?
Yeah, it was just reading my keys, and then I seen the ball in the air and had to go get it. It felt amazing getting the first one.
What was it like lining out to stadium the first time as a Duck?
It was amazing. The atmosphere was great. I'm really excited for this week. All the home games I'm looking forward to. You can feel the crowd behind you.
What have you seen, or how have you guys been looking to attack, BYU's quarterback Jaron Hall this week in practice? And how have you guys been simulating that?
Yeah, he's a good quarterback, just like all the other teams we're going to face, and we're just worrying about playing us in practice. And we got to play. We got to work through what we want to do and help contain him and do what we got to do.
It seems like through the first two games of the year that teams haven't really been going at you specifically in a one-on-one matchup. Has that kind of annoyed you at any part that you can't go out there and play one-on-ones like that?
I mean, it is what it is, but when the time comes, I got to be there to make the play. So can't think about it like that, but just got to be locked in, because sometimes they'll try to do that and come at you later. So it's just always know you're locked in and they can come at you anytime.
You had a game-saving, touchdown-saving tackle against Georgia. Some other, good tackles last week. What's your methodology on tackling? Why have you become so good at it?
It's a mental thing. It's all want to. When you want to, you'll go make the play and just go do what you got to do.
Did you talk about to the other teammates about tackling after you guys missed some tackles against Georgia?
Yeah, we all did. We all knew what we really say was understood and got to be explained. Really, we know what we had to do. We went in, looked at the film, watched it, and just went on and had a good week of practice.
Christian, how different is the defense going into week 3 versus going into week 1?
It's the defense. It is what we do. We just keep our foundation and just practice hard and do what we got to do.
It seems like the last 2 weeks you guys have been really working on tackling drills. To go back to the other tackling questions, just how much do you think that you've improved, and how much do you think that the team has improved overall in their tackling on the perimeter?
Yeah, it's been great. We've been having a good 2 weeks of practice. Everybody being physical, especially on the perimeter, something we had to work on. And it's like I was saying, it's all mental. We all knew we had to fix it, so we're just getting it better.
Christian, sorry it's a repeat, but just what have you seen from? I realize it's a really limited tape for Chase Roberts to step in and play really well last week, but he's a true freshman. What have you seen from him in particular?
You said who?
Their receiver had the 10 catches last week.
Yeah,
27.
I mean, he's a good receiver. All of them are good receivers. We face good receivers every week, and we just got to get in film study and study them and watch their tendencies and just be ready to play.
Dan obviously expects a lot of you guys. I mean, you can talk about 14 points. He sees areas where you could have kept points off the board. Just what's your guys' mentality in that regard?
Yeah, that's what we want to do. As a defense, you don't ever want to give up points, and that's what we pride ourselves on, is being physical, the most physical team, the most physical defense, and we just got to keep pushing to improve that.
You mentioned seeing tough receivers in practice every day. What's the toughest part about covering, Dante, Troy, all those guys, and how is that helping you going into this week?
It's great. It's competition. Iron sharpens iron. I get to go against the best receivers in the pack every day. So it's just like they get better, I get better. So we help each other.
Walk us through your first career interception.
It was amazing, and I was just got to thank God and thank him for letting me be there to make the play, and then it was a great feeling.
How often do you practice the over-the-shoulder interception grabs?
More than people think. Coach Meat does a good job of making sure we get catches that are in awkward positions, because you never know how you're going to get the ball.
How does your role change in dime, where it's an obvious third and long passing situation? Before that kind of an obvious situation, are you looking to play more aggressive? Do you want to get close to the line, or do you want to play off because you can and they need to move the sticks?
Yeah.
And it's situational awareness.
Yeah,
how do you approach it?
That's how it all is. That's every down of football. You got to know down and distance. You got to know what formation they're in, what plays you get out of that, and then it all comes from film study. When you study, you know what you're going to get, when you're going to get it, and then it's just on you in the moment to play what you go with your gut and just play what you know.
There's going to be a lot of eyes on this game going up against another ranked opponent. Do you feel like it's a opportunity to redeem yourself after what happened against Georgia?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's in the past. I'm not worried about that anymore. You know, we all have good games, we all have bad games, and it's another week, and we're just blessed to be here to play the game.
What was it like this past week with Coach Demetrius Martin up in the box up there and Coach Ballage on the field instead?
Yeah, that was a little weird for me because the past 2 years I played with him. He's always been on the field, but you know, change happens, and we just went along with it. So we kind of practiced it during practice and having the feel out there. But you know, I was out there to help. I feel like take a little bit of control. Yeah.
Sorry it's a repeat, but just what have you seen from Jaron Hall? What makes him effective as a quarterback?
You know, he's a great quarterback. He can do stuff with his legs. He can make any throw on the field. Great arm strength, and you know, we just got to go out there. We got to go out there and play our game. Not really worry about all the lights and cameras and all the fans there. Just do what we know how to do, and we'll be good.